Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Catching Up on the Couch. I am your host, Christine Madelon, and joining me today is Laura Daly from the Arthritis Foundation. Welcome, Laura.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure. So,
we're going to talk a little bit about what the Arthritis Foundation does for both physicians and patients. So, Laura, about how many people do you believe have arthritis, either as juveniles or adults?
Right. So the numbers tell us that 54 million Americans have what we call doctor-diagnosed arthritis. So they've been to a doctor and formally diagnosed. We can only guess how many more may have it and just have not received the diagnosis from the doctor. And then that also includes 300,000 children, as young as infants and through adolescence as well. So
a large number. It is the number one cause of disability in the United States.
okay. Are we close to finding a cure, do you think, or?
Well, you always feel like the cure is on the horizon somewhere. We definitely are funding a ton of research. A lot of the doctors that we work very closely with have received grant funding from the Arthritis Foundation. We work very hard to raise money through foundations, through individual support, through sponsorships for events to raise the money so that we have those research dollars to put into action. And, striving hard every day to find those cures. But in the meantime, looking for treatments,
Right.
What are those different treatments, whether they be medically or, additional exercise or the food that you're eating, all of those different ways to try to relieve some of the symptoms until we get to that ultimate cure.
And here at our office, we know about
Indeed.
trying to limit the food that can cause inflammation. And as you all know, we have our nutritionalist on site who does our anti-inflammatory cooking classes. So that it is a big part.
Huge part.
How long has the Arthritis Foundation been around?
It's funny that you ask. This year we're actually celebrating our 75th anniversary of the Arthritis Foundation. So lots of different things happening this year to really raise awareness of us as an organization. We are the only organization out there doing the things that we do, not only putting those research dollars at work, but going to Capitol Hill and advocating on the behalf of our patients, also providing a ton of educational sessions. I love what you guys do here, offering some of those things to the patients as well, but the Arthritis Foundation as well is also doing that kind of patient interaction to make sure that people understand their illness and also ways to kind of work around it.
How can people get involved?
So there's a number of ways that people can get involved. If you're wanting to learn more, if you're wanting to educate yourself, if you're wanting to educate yourself because you have arthritis or maybe you have a loved one or a child that does, we have a ton of classes online. Many of them are online that you can just click a button and attend. They're either webinars or podcasts, different things that we run. Some of them very topic specific.
Okay.
So, maybe, you need some additional information on osteoarthritis, which is the most common type. But, really wanting to learn a little bit more about it, we have a specific podcast about that. We also have a lot of different Living Well series. We'll be hosting one here in the Pittsburgh area next month. So, a variety of topics like that as well.
And people can reach out to volunteer?
Absolutely. We're always looking for day of volunteers for our various events. We have 4 events happening locally. We have a walk that happens in May. We have an Arthritis Expo that happens in September. We have a Bone Bash that happens in October and a Jingle Bell Run in December. So those are all ways that you can volunteer day of, but we're also looking for committee members for all of those events. and also people who are interested in volunteering to help with some of those educational sessions.
Okay.
We have something called Connect Groups. So we have some leaders. There's actually one here in the Cranberry area, a woman who has arthritis herself who leads a group that gets together and just connects with others. You know, they share tips and tricks, or, hey, did you try this recipe? Or, you know, I tried this exercise and it really helped to stretch me out and alleviate some of my joint pain. So it's really, you know, a nice group of people to get together. So you could volunteer to either host one or be part of that as well.
And that's great. So what I really want to focus on is your expo. So this is an expo that's taking place in Harmarville 1 month from today on September 15th. It's a good idea to register. And Laura can explain a little bit more about registering. It starts at 8 a.m. and for a small donation of $5, you're going to get a lot of information during the day, and they're going to provide you with some lunch. So it is at Encompass Health in Harmarville, which is on Guys Run Road, trying to give everybody enough notice to put it on their calendar. Dr. Stupai is going to try to make an appearance, and she won't be presenting anything. She just wants to be involved with the arthritis community. So tell us more about this, Laura. When I met Laura at a rheumatology meeting, I was really excited to get the word out about this. And we have these flyers all over the office. We have them in the exam rooms, and we have them in our front office display because we like our patients to be involved in their care and to know more about their condition.
Perfect. Yeah, so I think it's a great, like you said, it's a full morning of educational sessions. This will be my first year actually managing it, but we've had this opportunity annually for 10 or 12 years now. And so we bring together doctors from all over to talk on various topics, all arthritis related. So, you know, we're going to have a discussion about pain management. We're going to have a discussion about nutrition. We're going to have a discussion about, you know, making your home a little easier for you to get to, you know, making it a little safer for you to get to your things, or maybe reaching things that are harder. All of those types of topics. We're also going to cover juvenile arthritis as well. But half-hour sessions, we have 6 different doctors who are coming to speak, and they'll take questions. We allowed a little bit of buffer time in between all the sessions so people can ask questions and stay after. All of our sponsors will also be there too with tables hosting that, so you can stop by and talk to them or get some information from them as well. But, you know, the doctors are all very excited to be participating and really want to be there for the patients. This is a unique opportunity to be able to talk to so many different doctors at once.
Okay. So what's the best way to register?
So best way to register is to scan the QR code that is on there to register, or you can go to arthritis.org/Pittsburgh, and it will list out our various events here in the area, some of the other ones that I talked about earlier. But scanning that QR code, if you have it, would be ideal. It takes you straight to the registration page, and as Christine had mentioned, there is a $5 donation. We're calling it a donation fee, but it really covers that full day of sessions and also a great lunch. So, you know, would love to see you attend that and be part of it.
So the next time that you're in the office, look for these cards at both check-in and check-out, or ask one of the providers, and you can scan the QR code. If you're not that good at scanning, they can help you. And I don't know anything that would be of better quality for $5 than to learn about your health or a loved one's health. Listen to physicians talk in layman's terms about things that are going on. Everybody is well versed into searching things on the internet, and that's not always a good idea to do. You can be led down the wrong hole, the wrong rabbit hole. But you'll talk to professionals that have been doing this for a long time. And every day we learn something new to make people more comfortable and live more active lives. So in closing, Laura, anything else you'd like to tell us?
No, thank you again for the opportunity. Like I said, we're always looking for people to be a little bit more involved with the Arthritis Foundation. We're a small but mighty group, but we're taking, any volunteers that would like to be part of it, and we'd love to be able to bring those educational sessions that we're doing, out to more folks. So.
Okay. Well, that's it for another edition of Catching Up on the Couch. I want to thank Laura from the Arthritis Foundation for joining us today. And as always, stay safe and stay happy.